Hello, everybody. Welcome to this session with Navigar and our learning partner, Pluralsight. A couple of housekeeping notes for you. Yes, the session is being recorded, and we will send you an email with a copy of it, as well as a presentation that will give you more information about the IT Training Fund, about Pluralsight, about Navigar, and about our other learning partners as well. So you'll be fully up to speed and all the how to get the most out of this amazing platform, this great partnership we have. Um, if you do have questions, we welcome them, we encourage them. If you could please use the Q&A to send them, that'll help us make sure that we're able to organize them and get you a response. I should add my name, like you can see, I'm Peter Atkinson. I work for PIPS on Navigar. Our leader, Laura Ricci, is with us. We'll be handling the Navigar questions. And Cindy Idleshine will be here to do the Pluralsight presentation and answer any of your Pluralsight questions as well. So with that, I'm based in Ottawa, so I'll begin with our land acknowledgement. We would like to begin by acknowledging, with respect, that the land on which we gather is traditional and unceded Algonquin territory, and we appreciate the opportunity to work here. And with that said, I will now stop talking and hand you off to Cindy, who will show you these pretty thorough capabilities of the Pluralsight platform. Thanks, Cindy. Over to you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. So again, my name is Cindy Idleshine. I work for Pluralsight as a customer success manager. My job here today is to guide you through the platform that Navigar has pulled together for you. So we'll start out on the home page. Again, this is really meant for you to showcase what you've done with your manager. So I'm going to show you, or to your manager, I'm sorry. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that I think are relevant for you. But again, if you do have questions, I actually can't see the Q&A, but please put them in the Q&A and we will get to those as well. So this is the Pluralsight platform. You can see here that says Navigar, Skills for Navigar. It is bilingual. In the last session that was right before this, we did it in French. Not me, because I definitely don't know French, but there are ways for you to, if you are French speaking, you certainly can go in and listen to that one as well. So you can see here on the front page, I can continue my learning. Here's what effective communication skills that I have available to me. And then there's some recommendations for Treasury Board as well. And we're going to get into that. There's some role IQ information that might be interesting for you. So that is the home page. There is a avatar, your avatar up here in the upper right-hand corner. And you can go in, you can look at your profile or your trophy case and bookmarks and so forth at any point in time. And you can see Iris. Iris right here. We are going to talk about her. All right. So I'm going to go on to browse. So browse is exactly that. So if you want to go in and you want to browse on, let's just say it's Python for beginners, because I know I would be a beginner in this. And you can see that there's 769 different results. It could be a course, a lab, a path. A path is nothing more than a way for you to go in and take a look at what Pluralsight has pulled together for you. It is a structured way for you to go in and take a look at content on Python data essentials. And you can see here that you can also look at the newest, the most relevant, or by popularity as well. So we're now looking at the newest. We do come out with anywhere from 1 to 8 courses a day. So just so you're aware of that as well. So as I scroll down, you can see you can also search on different topics for Python. If you're looking for a certification, we have about 190, I believe it is, certifications, and we do have French language. It is not Canadian French, I will be very honest right now, but there are some French, excuse me, options for you should you wish to go in and take a look at those. I will go into a course because I think this is important for you to for you as well. So OpenAI Chat GPT. This is one of the French courses. You can see now we're looking at 126. So when I go in here, you can go in and you will have to make some changes once you start the course. And I am going to stop the course here real quick. Actually, I'll just turn it off, turn off the voice. But in the settings, you'll be able to do audio settings in English, French, German, or Spanish, whatever you prefer. Also, you can, the subtitles, if you decide you want to see it in French, you certainly can do that. And here we go. Here's the subtitles as well. So for those courses that are marked as French, German, Spanish, or English, of course, then you'll be able to do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop this real quick and because we're going to back up. Because I do want to show you a couple of other things within Browse so that you can go out and you can do. I'm going to unclick. Oops, I guess I can. I'm going to unclick the filters. So if I just wanted to look at courses, then you can see it went down to 543. So why that's important for you is that will help you determine what you want to search on and what you want to learn most importantly as well. So that is Browse. There are also these different areas if we wanted to look at artificial intelligence for a domain, if you will, then you can look for you can browse all of our artificial intelligence. Here's all the new releases, getting started. So if you're new to artificial intelligence, it's a great way for you to go in and just take a look at what we have available. Agentic AI or hands-on practice as well. And I am going to talk about hands-on practice in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back up through the course because I do want to show one other item here. And excuse me, again, if this is available, this one happens to be only English, but
and welcome to Pluralsight.
What I do want to show you is Iris. So Iris, you can do a couple different things with. So within the course, I can see the course highlights. And I just asked her to show me what the course highlights were. And I'll make this a little bit bigger. So now we can go in and we can see what all of the course highlights are.
Cindy,
You can also,
sorry, Cindy, I'm just going to interrupt you really quickly. Sorry, 1 second. Somebody had put a hand up that they had a question. I'm just going to remind you, if you have questions, we absolutely welcome them. But please use the Q&A function, and that will allow us all to see them. And if we can give you an answer in there, we will. And if not, we'll let Cindy know what your question is. Sorry, Cindy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
No, it's great. And remember, I can't see the Q&A, so you're on your own to tell me. All right. Thank you, Peter. All right, so that is part of what Iris can do when you invoke her within a course. And so if you're outside of a course, then you will be able to, like, I have lots of conversations with her. As any AI, it's a one-sided converse. Well, kind of one-sided. So if I decided that I am a junior project manager and I am looking for to learn agile management training, where do I begin? So these are the kind of questions that you can ask her as well. And what she's going to do is she's going to go out inside of Pluralsight. She's not going to go out to the vast World Wide Web. She is only looking from within Pluralsight. And here she has provided us with a curated learning path that you can utilize as well. All right. You can also go ahead.
Sorry, Sydney, I'm going to interrupt you again. We've got another raised hand again. I'm going to remind you that please, if you have a question, love to hear your questions. Please put them, use the Q&A function to send them to us and we'll get you your answers. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So you're able to do that. You can add it to a channel. I haven't talked about channels yet, and I will do that. Or you can copy the message onto into a Word doc or however you would like. All of these existing links will be in there. All right, so that's Iris and how she can help you. She is up here in the upper quadrant, or if you're in a course, she's going to be in that lower quadrant as well. So I do want to talk about Skill IQ, and Skill IQ is a fabulous way for you to understand and for you to share with your manager where you're at in your learning journey. So we have about 500 or so Skill IQs, and within that, I used Python. Oh, well, it helps if I can spell. We used Python as an example earlier, so I will continue down that same vein. So I just did a quick search, and you can see all of the skill IQs that are associated with that. Now, a skill IQ is a great way for you to go in. It is a 20 to 25 question or we ask you 20 to 25 questions within that particular area. So data science for Python. And it should only take you 10 to 15 minutes to go out and take a look. And what that's going to do, or not take a look, I'm sorry, to go through all of the questions. It is timed as well. So it's usually about 15 minutes or so. Most people get through them in about 10. It's not a race though. And so one of the things that you can do, or it does for you, is it will provide you with where you're at in your learning journey on that particular topic. So just under Skill IQ Discovery, that's where you can find all of the skill IQs that are pertinent to you. And then there's the My Skills area. Now you can see machine learning literacy. I'm only a novice, and that's okay. It's totally fine. I have a retake available. You can retake them in every 14 days. But you can see here, I've got some other ones as well. Large language models and artificial intelligence foundations. You can see I'm proficient or proficient above average. So you're benchmarked, I should say, against every other person that has taken that particular skill IQ. So if we click on large language models, when you go in, look, there's Iris again. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close her down. But you can see that I'm in the 67th percentile for anybody who has taken that. And not everybody, even if you're an expert, you're not gonna, there's always things that you can learn. So there could be a gap in your knowledge. So here's my personalized skill analysis, my strengths, but there's some gaps there. And I'm okay with that because I don't want to know everything anyway. So reinforced learning from human feedback, RLHF. And it's not an entire course. It is 18 minutes in this course. for mentoring within ChatGPT, and also 19 minutes. And that's going to help me fill that gap. Again, you can take a skill IQ every 14 days as well. All right, so I'm going to go back to, okay, sorry. Thank you, Peter. Okay, so that is skill IQ, and that allows you to help focus you on the skills that you need the most. All right. There is also focused learning. We've actually already seen this. It's just a different way of looking at it. So here I'm a novice. It's going to recommend that I retake the entire that entire course. All right. So channels is a great way and for the organization to provide you with a here's what we want you to focus on, and Treasury Board has come up with these recommendations. So infrastructure operations, IT security, IT business line advisory as well. So I'm going to back up because I do want to talk about channels and kind of what they can do for you personally. So I have a channel that I've pulled together, and you can do the same thing and share it with others should you decide that you want to do that. So you can add courses, paths, a skill IQ, labs, or an external link. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but the reason that an external link is important is because it allows you to go out and include that learning for yourself and also others. Of course, if it is behind a firewall, then you will be required, or your other folks will need to make sure and know what their credentials are. All right, so that's a channel, and they're very easy to build as well. I always recommend putting in a when you created it and what the update, or when you updated it. Because otherwise you're like, what did I do that? I don't remember. So anyway, I do recommend that. All right, so I do want to move on. I know we're a little bit behind schedule, I think. So hands-on learning right here. We have a couple different areas. So hands-on learning, you have AI sandboxes, cloud sandboxes, and also hands-on labs. So I encourage you to go out and take a look. We've got 2,000 just labs where you could go out and you can decide whether you want to do challenge mode, or if you want to just do different labs. So on artificial intelligence, you can see here we've got quite a few, and you can go out and they're very specific and allow you to go out and play safely within our environment. It is all done uh, in the browser, so you don't need to be logged in, and I don't recommend it anyway, to the organization's lab area. All right. So let me back up again. All right. Because I do want to show you like the AI sandboxes. This is super easy to do. There's a prompt sandbox, AI Cloud, or SageMaker. If I open the sandbox and start it, then what this does is it allows you to put in a prompt. I usually just use what is zero trust, and you can choose one LLM. So if you wanted to use Cloud Sonnet versus what ChatGPT came back with, you can send the prompt. By the way, we don't charge you for this. Using Claude, we use Claude and also Gemini as well. And every time you use it, you use a token, so to speak. So this is just more informative than anything else and how much it would cost. There is no cost that's associated with it. So you can see the difference in what the different LLMs come back with. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete the sandbox because I don't really need it anymore. And I'll go ahead and I'll close that. Okay, so the other piece is in your profile, you will be able to select your interests. And you can see, this is another place where you can see all of your skill IQs as well. So you can see how many I've taken. I've taken a lot of skill IQs. If I scroll down to the bottom, and you'll be able to see your badges. If you decide that you want to put in an industry's certificate, you can do that. So excuse me. So a certificate, I have a certificate for cyber defense incident responder. So this has to do with the DCWF that is through our DoD down here. But you can do that. You can add a certificate. It's super easy to do. All right. I'm going to stop. We're at 11:56. Do we have anything in the chat or excuse me, in the Q&A?
Hi, Cindy. We don't have any questions in Q&A. It looked like there were some questions, but again, we're asking you to use Q&A because we're on such a tight schedule here. Folks, if you have a question, please use the Q&A. If it's not working, it would be a surprise to us. What I'll say, if we end this and we haven't answered your question, please, you could always reach out to us through the Navigar website at just navigar.ca. We have a contact us page. We'll handle your questions pretty promptly. This session has been recorded. So in the next day or so, you will receive a copy of the presentation, along with a copy of the presentation that I just sent in the chat, which is about Navigar and also about the IT training funds. You understand your options in that because you do have training, live training options available outside of Navigar as well. It's quite a program. I hate to leave when I see questions unanswered, but I'll ask you to please use our website, submit them to us, and we'll get back to you as quickly as possible. And I think with that, we'll thank you all for your time and your attention today and end the session and hope to see you all in Navigar. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good
Thanks,
learning.
everyone. Bye.